Hello and welcome to our very first collective haul of 2025. We're actually filming this on December 30th, 2024. And what you see here in this first section is actually from 2024, but I already had ended my previous episode, and I think it's always a fun way to kick off these new collective hauls for the year with some of the stuff we found after, because usually after the holidays you can get some pretty good deals, and not just in stores. This is kind of from a few different occasions, so we'll just kind of go in rough order and explain to you where each of these things came from. So Colleen's gonna start.
So for Christmas, a friend of mine at work, her name is Dawn, gave me this Welly Wishers rabbit named Carrot. He is so cute, and it opens like that, and here's Carrot. He's so cute, and she gave me the sweetest note saying she knows how much I love my fur babies, and she thought my dolls would love to have a fur baby because she knows I collect dolls. And he has a nameplate, a carrot water bottle, and some carrots which look just like the ones from another Welly Wishers set we have, you know, the Christmas one?
Yep.
And the ones I got with Courtney's guinea pig. And yeah, he was just a really, really thoughtful Christmas present. I'm probably gonna put his hutch downstairs when I'm not playing with it, but keep him in my room. I'll probably put him with Kendall or something.
And she got him from a thrift store.
Yes, she did.
So then the next thing, it came today, but Colleen ordered this for me on Christmas Eve. So she surprised me with this because I've been wanting it since I bought a doll of mine 2 years ago.
And she knew what it had to be because I put a sticker with a big hint on it.
And I haven't opened it because I just got back from work and it was in the mailbox. So I'm gonna open it on here so you can get my reaction.
Oh, he's so cute.
Oh, he's a little smushed. Oh, he's bigger than I thought he'd be. It's
wow.
Chris's llama.
And it has her little the little logo.
So cute. His name is Starburst.
Saddlebags.
Her name? I don't know. I'm calling it he.
Oh, saddlebags.
The reason why I got Krista in November 2022. Colleen's friend gave her. They were someone's dolls, and she gave them to us. And Krista was one of them. We have that Christmas haul.
Christmas.
Where I show her, and I didn't know she had a llama in her collection until I was researching her collection. And I work on a farm, and I worked with this beautiful llama named Big Red for years. I mean,
R.I.P.
I met him when I was 12, and I started picking up hay at the farm. And then when I started working there in 2016, I regularly every day I was helping since high school. Yeah, I was actually taking care of this llama, and he died in 2021, and so it's so cool that they made an American Girl one. And I've looked for him on eBay myself. There are two little mini hauls from after Christmas. So the day after Christmas, Colleen and I had an eye exam, and we have the same eye doctor, but he got his own practice. So we're no longer at the place that's near Savers. We used to go to Savers, that was the most exciting part of doing our eye exams. So he, where his place is no longer near anywhere exciting, but on the way home, we stopped in at Target because I just wanted to see if maybe there was something on sale after Christmas, because sometimes stuff gets returned, but I think it was just too soon after Christmas for there to be really good sales. But these things happened to be on sale. So I got the Baby's Jade re-release. I have Sasha. I showed her in a collective haul a while ago. She was originally I think $13, and she was on sale for $9 and some odd cents, which was more than I wanted to pay. And I do have the original Jade, but mine's outfit's not in nice shape, and I don't have the cat or the blanket.
And in person, they're very, very tempting, and on sale, even if it's not the greatest sale, they're tempting.
Colleen's been stocking this for a while, so this was 30% off.
So she ended up being 16 bucks instead of 22 or 23. This is the Target
First
Jobs doll. Now I didn't know it until I was carrying her to the register, but her shirt says Danielle, and then I read the back of the box and it says Danielle joins the Target team with Skipper for some fun at work together. So I realized that they actually gave this character a name, which is so cool.
Yeah, they don't even Skipper sometimes isn't labeled as Skipper.
And you just know she's Skipper because she's got the brown hair with colored streaks in it. But this is Danielle, which is so exciting, and she comes with some cool accessories, but mostly I just wanted her Target equipment. But I love her face. She's got such a pretty face, and I love her hair.
On Friday, there's this thrift store. I've been going a lot. I haven't mentioned it, but I do therapy every week, and like in-person therapy, and usually my appointments are on Wednesday, but because Wednesday was Christmas, I ended up having my appointment on Friday. So that's why I've been going in this place a lot, and like mentioned this thrift store. It's actually not the best store. It's like really hit or miss. It's where I got my Felicity doll named Emerald. They had a lot of stuff, and it was like really exciting. Like as soon as I walked in, I could smell the deals. So this was the most expensive thing, was the OMG Carpool Coupe. It's like really heavy. Like I saw these in stores, and they have a lot of like LOO vehicles, but I never really held one like out of the box. It's so heavy, and then it like flips out and has a dance floor and a jacuzzi. And there were a bunch of tots. There were like 5 of them floating around loosely, and they didn't have price tags on them. So I think they were like in the back, and a kid opened it up. So I grabbed 3 of the tots and just kind of put them back in the car because I knew I had the other 2. So this was Honey Bun.
So cute.
And then this was one I was really excited about. I knew who he was like right on the spot. This is Bro Cheer.
So cute.
And then this, I was like, I feel like I have this doll. She kind of reminds me of like Precious, but her hair is darker, and it turns out it is Precious, but they've all been painted on. They have like, someone painted her hair like darker teal, and it's all over her body. And then they also painted like gray bodysuits all over these dolls, and yeah, like it actually I think pulled off her coat on the back. So oops, I bought a duplicate, but that's okay. She's like really gnarly, and the other 2 dolls I already had recognized on the spot. But what I really love about this car is my dad loved my Bratz car. I only had the Rock Angels car when he was alive, but he loved it. He didn't realize it was a doll car at first, because MGA does like a lot of really cool details on their cars. And as soon as I picked this up and felt it, I was like, my dad would have liked this.
He would have been jealous.
I mean, like the pink color wouldn't have been so much his thing, but even like the branding, it's really subtle. My FM Cruiser would have been his favorite of my cars, but like,
definitely, he would have loved that one.
yeah, he used to steal my Rock Angels car, and he'd like put it with his trucks, and then he'd be like, did you see your doll shelf? And I had to go in there.
You move them all out of the car.
I find my Bratz shelf disheveled. Yeah, so this was $12, which is expensive, but it's so nice, and because I put the tots in. We got 2 kind of boxed dolls. One of them's been definitely put back in.
This is probably, I'd say, the best deal we got, although the other one's pretty close. This is a dancing Princess Cinderella doll from the 90s. We have the Jasmine. She was only $3, and she's been taken out, but it looks to me like she's got everything. And it's just really cool, because like 90s.
I'm so excited. Disney's like what started my doll collection again.
Cool.
And I was so excited whenever I'd find these minis, because we were obsessed with these as kids. Like my little dollhouse I made over last year, it was where they lived.
I know, it was so fun.
And Colleen likes dressing Cinderella in rags. It's funnily enough, you played with my mini dolls more than you played with your own.
I know, which is really funny.
So yes, she's really nice. Her box is like completely separated. And then this was the first thing I spotted. It's an ILY inspired by Ariel doll. She's actually box dated 2024, but you can see here the outer shroud of the package is completely gone. She was $6. I think these retail for $25. And all of her stuff is here. Her purse and sunglasses and stuff are just floating loosely, and then her jewelry that's missing out of these, she's wearing. I don't know what happened. I don't know if she was like a Christmas gift, because this was like 2 days after Christmas, or what, but like for some reason, somebody took her out of the outside part of the box and then put the jewelry on, and then was like, yeah, actually no.
Yeah, I know.
And I've been really wanting one of these dolls for a long time, because I just think I had, back in 2002 after my mom died, a friend of hers who my mom used to babysit for her son. We basically grew up with her son. He was like our little brother when we were really little kids. She took us out school shopping at the mall, and we went to the Disney store for the first time. And back then, Jakks Pacific, funnily enough, she's made by Jakks
Oh, that's
funny. They were making the Disney store dolls back then, and they used to sell these like big gift packs with like, they were just generic fashion gift sets, but they had like Mickey Mouse and Minnie like characters.
Yeah.
And that's what these remind me
It
of.
does,
But
you're
like,
right.
But like
Better
way
quality.
more attractive and much better quality. She kind of looks like Rapunzel. And Colleen's almost bought me one of these before.
I did, actually last Christmas, if I hadn't been able to find something good, that'd have been my backup
No offense,
plan.
Yvette and McKenna are way cooler than you.
That's what I figured.
You really, unless it's a Bratz doll, you don't trump an American girl.
When Yvette and McKenna went on that sale, the ILY doll, was like, no.
But yeah, so these are really cool, and I've been just waiting to find one on sale at the store in the wild, and I found one in the wild. So we're back the next day because we were very naughty. After we filmed the clip you saw before, I was like, I'm feeling kind of antsy. Let's go to the Salvation Army because a lot of times good things get donated to secondhand stores around this time because people want to make room for new stuff. So we stopped at the Salvation Army first, but that's not all we got. So you can start off.
So the first thing I noticed when Charlotte was moving dolls around the bin was Stacy. I noticed Stacy, and she was actually like hooked onto the horse saddle. So when I lifted up her, the horse came with her. And she's, what's the name of her?
2016 Camping Fun, Stacy.
And her shirt actually says camp, and she's so cute. And I grabbed her because I could tell she was like wearing the right outfit with shoes, and that I didn't already have her. And I didn't I could have just pulled her off the horse and only taken the doll, but I was like, oh, it must be hers. So I took Pony too.
They were $1 each. Sometimes this store has dolls because these weren't marked, but when we brought them up to the register, she just put them in as 99 cents each. But sometimes they'll have them priced to like $6 each.
Yeah, the price really is a crapshoot.
The quality of the dolls at this store is usually very poor. Like they're dolls from the past like maybe 5 to 7 years, and they're trashed. And like they'll be selling dolls that like have busted arms, and they'll just be body parts floating around. Yeah, and a lot of them will be naked. These two kind of they go together, sort of. They're not in a pack, but they're from the same line. There's Zombies 3 Addison and Zed. So I saw her first, and I knew she wasn't a Disney character, like from like a Disney princess movie. But I felt like she was familiar. But then when I saw him, I was like, oh, those are those Zombies dolls. I had never seen them in person before, but I remember when I was like researching Disney store dolls on Amazon, I saw pictures of him and I thought he was really cool with his like green hair. He's missing his shirt, but she is complete. And I ended up deciding to get her when I realized what she must be. And we saw her actually at the next store. She brand new for, I don't know.
And I'm like, oh, her name's Addison.
Yeah. So that was really funny, but I'm glad I got the used one for $1.
And she's like complete. And we also got this really cute Barbie from the 2000s.
2001 Fruit Style.
Yeah, and Shelly like recognized her. She didn't like remember the name of it, but she described to me what the doll was wearing and said Slim Box, and
Baby toys.
And she told me what which of our collector books to check. So while Shelly was researching Stacy and confirming things on Addison and Zed, I was in our Barbie exclusives book looking for the picture she described.
Photographic memory is very handy. I often don't remember the name of the line, but I'll have a visual image of like the packaging and the doll. And we dressed her in this outfit because there was, they don't care if you do that at this store, but there was a doll that her face paint was like all gone, and her body wasn't like a useful donor, so I was like, oh, well, I want the clothes, so.
And this doll was just naked, so
yeah,
we're like,
she was one of the older ones there.
Very cool.
So then we stopped at Big Lots. Now, there's Big Lots in the same plaza, so we always like walk over there. And in recent years, there really hasn't been like much in the way of good dolls. However, I thought we'd stop in because I don't know if all Big Lots stores are closing. I know they're like bankrupt, but I'm not sure if every location is closing. I think only like a certain number of stores are, but this one, it had a big like closing sale sign.
Those were 20% off.
Yeah, so we hit it hard because this is probably the last time we're going into Big Lots. So we went and hit kind of hard because these dolls were already marked down because Big Lots usually discounts things. and then they were 20% off. So I have my receipt, so I can tell you how much these cost. So you can start.
I will open with this very cool Fashionista Ken with the vitiligo. And it says on his box that it was $6, but he was actually $4.79.
$4.79.
Yep, he was $4.79. Adorable.
Really hair Barbie. I almost didn't buy her. When I saw her, I was excited because I think this is the 1980 Oriental head mold, which is what I grew up with on like Kira dolls. And I love hair gimmick Barbies for some reason when they have long, colorful hair. And it's cool that she's like kind of a remake of the 1991 Totally Hair Barbie, which by the way is the best-selling Barbie line of all time. But I was kind of on the fence about getting her because I didn't want to like overdo it. And I don't buy Barbies a ton brand new, but she was already marked at 10, down from 20. And then
we got her for $8.
Yeah, $7.99. So I think she's really cute and unique looking.
And then we got our first Wish doll. She is a singing Asha doll. Very pretty. She was also marked down to like $7.99.
Yeah.
And she is so cute. And we've just been kind of looking at the Wish dolls for like a while now.
I love these dolls. Like, they're cheap quality. I don't like how, and this isn't like exclusive to Mattel. Hasbro did this too, where like they just print on all the details on paper thin fabric. There's like no hemming. It's just, it looks like a paper doll.
Yeah.
And so it's just, I'm surprised that Disney hasn't come down harder on these companies for like being so cheap. But the doll herself is a beautiful head sculpt and really cool hair, and I wish they had more because like I see them at Walmart pretty regularly.
Pun intended.
And then this was the best deal. She's not my favorite find, but she's the best deal. So she was $11.98. This is Style Series Cruella. So she was originally marked at $14.98, but then was $11.98 on sale. And I think it says she originally retailed for $29.89. So yeah, I got her for like more than half of what she retails for regularly. And I saw the fancy box and I got really excited. I only have one other Cruella, and this one actually looks nice quality.
Yeah, it's
like,
really cool.
I mean, the plastic I'm not so sure about on the doll herself, but the outfit's really nice. And even though Cruella's not one of my favorite villains, I just don't like see villain dolls every day. She's awesome.
Maleficent, who's in the same villains wave as the Ursula Shelly got in our last collective haul video.
From the same Big Lots.
Yep.
She was $7.99.
And she's really cool. She has like we haven't seen what she looks like in person yet, but like she looks like she's gonna be awesome.
And this is my second Maleficent doll. And
third if you count your Descendants doll. And then there was one other item we snagged on our way out.
Yeah, it was in like the holiday section, what was left of it.
It's a Barbie fashion pack.
$3.99.
And it has an outfit for Barbie and an outfit for Ken. So even though they don't have shoes, we thought it was still a good deal because the Barbie one is wicked cute, and we have less Ken clothes than we do for Barbie, so it just seemed to be a wise financial choice.
Yeah, we've always, since we were kids, whenever there would be like cheap Barbie clothes, because when we were kids at the Dollar Tree, they had like the fashion favorites, Go in Style, little extras lines. And you could get like Ken, Skipper, Stacy, Kelly fashions. They had shoes specially made for like we call them the Butch Barbies with the really big feet on the 93 like articulated mold. And we would buy like, because you know it was only $1, we would buy stuff for all our dolls.
Yeah, because school photographer Becky and Share a Smile Becky were two of my favorite dolls of all time, and they had that mold, so.
And you know, nowadays we don't have as many clothes for the newer Kens who are a lot skinnier than the like 2000s and older dolls. It is January 8th and I have my first dolls of 2025. So we have Slumber Party Jade and Slumber Party Chloe reissue. I wasn't planning on getting them so soon because I got Sasha in late December, but what happened is there was something I needed that I was just going to order on Walmart's website. It was only like a $12 or $13 item. I couldn't find it in the store. So I was just going to order it online and put one of our phone cards in for free shipping, because the phone card is like $25 because we don't have like cell service. We use track phones and you buy minutes every 2 months. So it's only like $25 a month between the two of us, which is great. And I always done this for years, but I guess Walmart changed it because it's like a digital delivery for the phone card. So I would have had to pay like $7 shipping for this one item, and I didn't want to pay like $20 for this one item that was only worth like 12 or 13. So I was looking on Amazon, and there was sales on these Bratz dolls, and I've been wanting them anyways, so I decided I would get them. I needed to get both of them in order to qualify for the free shipping because all the places have raised their free shipping to $35. So Jade was half off. She was like $14 and some odd cents. And then Chloe ended up being $15 and some odd cents because she was marked down, but then there was an extra coupon for another like 10% off. So I don't have the 2003 Jade doll at all. I only have 2002 Jade. And I do have like most of 2002 Jade stuff, but it's not like all of it's not in the best condition. And then I have 2003 Chloe. However, my doll's hair is cut like really short. So that's why I prioritize getting Chloe. I'd like to get Yasmin, and I'd like to get Megan too, because I only have one Megan. And my 2003 Yasmin has like kind of burned pieces in her hair, but I'm really excited that I got them. I've been very impressed with these like reissue Bratz. I just wish they had saran hair instead of polypropylene. Not that there's anything wrong with their hair fiber, it's just the saran makes me more nostalgic for my childhood, but they're so pretty and I'm so glad to have them. So I opened and washed my new dollies. I decided to put Jade in her spare outfit because my 2002 Slumber Party Jade is wearing the like robe outfit. She's right there. But for Chloe, I kept her in her main look because my other 03 Chloe is wearing the spare outfit. This is the original 02 spare outfit. That's why it's a little stretched. But I thought I'd show you because, not so much that they look different because there's some subtle differences, but this is what I mean about my doll having short hair. Like you can see it's butchered. And then there's this lighter blonde streak. I had to reroot that in because she had been chopped right there up to the scalp, but I didn't have her, and I got her in this, like, we call it the body donor lot of 2014 because most of the dolls had really butchered haircuts. So that is why I wanted this Chloe. She looks really different with super long hair. I think they're super cute, and I'm really excited to have Jade. It's January 12th, and yesterday in the mail I got my first eBay order of 2025, which I was trying not to buy a lot online, but we've been redoing our American Girl pictures, and I've been looking online for shoes because some of them are missing pieces to clothes, and you know, before we do the album. That's actually what we're working on over here. But I already did my Josephina album. However, in one of my searches, this lot came up, and Francesca...
Was it a Josephina search?
No, it was an American Girl shoe search, and that's how I usually look for it on eBay. And someone had this lot, and I had it watch listed, but then it looks like it was taken down, but then they relisted it for cheaper. So this was $32 all said and done. And the reason I really wanted this particular lot, not only did it have the underwear and a spare Rebozo, which was nice, it had these shoes. These moccasins are the newer, like, Mattel style, which by newer, my Josephina I got for my birthday in 2002 had these. They have laces, which look less realistic, but the originals, like what my Rosalita and Isabella have, they're made from the same faux leather, and even as kids, that snapped when it was only a few years old, and then by the time it was around like 10, it was getting sticky. So it's just not practical. Mattel made a lot of like practical changes to American Girls, and this is one of those. So even though my Francesca is a very early Josephina, I wanted her to have the newer shoes so I could actually use them. And she also needed the underwear. I did have a spare skirt. That was the only piece I had for her in storage. So yeah, considering I got her for $5, that means I got a Pleasant Company Josephina with almost her whole outfit, minus like the hair thing that doesn't matter, and the belt, plus piece of her accessory set for $37, which is about what I got Rosalita for. So it's January 10th, and Colleen rescued this Elsa doll from the trash at her work. She works at an elementary school, and they have like dolls in some of the rooms for little kids, and I guess her knee, you can see like the pin is sticking out. She's got kind of a bum knee, and so the teachers threw her out, and Colleen actually pulled her out of the trash to save this Elsa. I already have this Elsa from the from a lot of LOLs I got several years ago, but my other doll has cut hair, so I mean, other than the knee, she's actually in really nice condition, and it's sad that she was thrown out. It's January 22nd, so I have a couple things from online that came in the mail. I got a Meet Samantha outfit. I wasn't looking for it, but it showed up on my general American Girl shoe search. And Bethan, who I got at the flea market at the Salvation Army back in 2018, I do have like a meet dress for her, but I didn't have tights, or and the underwear were really stretched out for my 80s Samantha, so I gave her the Be Forever underwear that were in nice condition, and now these can go to Bethan, so no one has to wear the stretched out underwear. And then Colleen gave me the shoes that came with a Meet Molly outfit that I found for her about 6 months ago. Those are Pleasant Company. These are American Girl, and I'm going to give these to her Molly from our Uncle Ray because she needs shoes. So now we have all the shoes for the Mollys and Samanthas. I even got a nice hair ribbon, which I did have a hair ribbon in storage, but this one's in really nice shape. And then Gemma, my brunette Biddy Twins doll, who was from the Biggies and Barbies lot this summer, she was a gift. I've been looking for meet outfits for her, and again, this just showed up on a generic American Girl shoe search. It was like, I think $20-ish all said and done, and this one was like $30 all said and done. I do have tights like this that I did not get with Gemma, but they're in really bad condition. I just got them at the flea market, but I don't know what meet outfit she technically came in, but this one is really cute, so I'm glad this was the one I found for cheap, and it has this really nice embroidery, and it came with one of the books. And I already washed these things because they came yesterday, and they air dried overnight. And then this is from Amazon Vine, which we do like Amazon reviews sometimes to get stuff for free. I didn't do it a lot last year because I'm kind of particular about what I get, but this is a 17 to 22 inch reborn outfit, and I have a circa 1960s baby doll named Coraline. I have her transformation on this channel, and I never got clothes with her, so these outfits fit, and this one is so cute. Like, they have reborn outfits pretty often on Amazon Vine, but they usually aren't the right size, or I don't like them. They look kind of cheap, but this one's super well made, and it's adorable. It's like nice and summer themed, so I can put Coraline in that after. And that's the little clothing haul. It's January 24th, so I got this in the mail yesterday. This is Molly's recital outfit. Colleen found this on I found it on eBay, and I told Colleen about it. She's only missing 3 of Molly's outfits, and this was a buy it now that was like less than $60 all said and done, which is astronomically expensive. But for this outfit, that's a more reasonable price, and she's been looking for this for years, and her birthday is on February 2nd, so she's been trying to get herself something on eBay, and this was the only thing that panned out really bad for her. Speaking of Colleen's birthday, so these aren't for Colleen. These are the Wish 2-pack dolls and Hannah Groove, the tweens. I got them on clearance at Target. These were $10.49, and she was $5.99. But I told Colleen I got them at Walmart. By the time she's seeing this video, she'll know the truth because this is going to go up much later. But I felt so bad about the other eBay things not panning out that yesterday after work, I decided to go to Target, which I only go to every few months usually because it's not really like on our way anywhere. And I figured I could get cat litter at Tractor Supply while I was up in that area. And I saw these guys in a clearance section that was in a really random spot in the store while I was looking for things for Colleen. Because the reason I went there instead of Walmart, although she likes the My Life As stuff, they have like a much bigger Our Generation section, and they also carry more Skipper and Stacy dolls at Target than at Walmart. And I didn't want to order anything online because she'd probably see it and it might not come in time. Because, like I said, she was planning on getting other things. So, Yeah, I got these for myself, and I just decided to concoct a lie because the clearance tags didn't have the store name, and I told her I went to Walmart because I needed to get more rerouting needles for this Mega Farah, who's right over here. Which, I mean, fair enough, I didn't need needles, but these break a lot during rerouting, so I just made up a story of why I was at Walmart and bought these, because it wasn't on my grocery shopping day. But I really love these dolls. I haven't seen the movie yet, but I love Guy Disney dolls especially, and they're just so cute, and they actually feel pretty heavy. I mean, they don't look like the best quality, but they feel a little bit better quality than some other newer Disney dolls, and they're just so cool. And then, how could I resist this Tweens doll? I only have 2 in my collection, and she comes with some awesome stuff. So they were really good, like, after Christmas finds. It's February 1st. I have an Amazon Vine item that I got for Coraline, who I mentioned in a previous clip, so this was free in exchange for review. They list a lot of baby clothes, but I'm very particular. But this one was holiday themed, and I don't have anything holiday themed for Coraline. And it's actually really well made. It's got this cute little gingerbread print. It would be even cuter if this was embroidered, but you know, that's asking for a lot. And the shirt's really heavy. I'm not a big fan of the Velcro on it, but it's nicely made. These slippers are huge. They are like what real children wear, which maybe for a reborn doll that's appropriate. I don't know, I don't have one. This cute little knit purse, this cheap stocking, which is like what you'd get at the dollar store, and then a little diaper thing. It's still February 1st. We actually got this car a few days ago. Colleen had a friend who had mentioned it at work, and she finally dug it up out of her garage. So we paid her $25 for it, which normally we don't buy like vehicles, like plain vehicles, but Colleen showed me the pictures, and this one was stellar. So it's box dated 1979, and I guess it still works because she had it out and was playing with it. And I got batteries. We will have a dysfunctional dolly reviews video up already by the time you're seeing this if you want to see it like in action. But I mean, this thing is pristine for its age. And like 70s stuff is usually not very good quality. But she took fabulous care of this. This was her like childhood car, and like look at the pristine decals and all this like cheap plastics in perfect shape. If Colleen and I had this when we were really young, little, it definitely wouldn't be so nice looking because, you know, lots of play will wear it out. There's even a little car phone which just shows you the age, and it has its box, which is so cute. I like the 70s is my favorite era of Barbie play sets. We got Beauty Secrets Barbie, we got All Stars Ken, I know his name. Yeah, so cute. I just love, even though they're cheap quality, I just love the design of doll stuff from the 70s in terms of play sets. So this was a pretty awesome thing to get. So I stopped at the dollar store, I want to say it was February 5th, because Colleen needed something for work. So we don't really go by the Dollar Tree anymore, because her after school job changed a few years back, but it's not that far. So when she needed something, we made a pit stop, and I glanced around, and these Valentines I thought would be really cute for like backgrounds or other like doll related crafts. I did this before with some other Valentines many years ago, and I really love those backdrops. And then the best part was these silicone molds. It's really hard to find silicone molds that are like good size, like are good sizes for dolls, because like obviously with Barbie these would be really large. I mean, maybe I could get away with using them or like on a Bratz doll, but like for American Girl it's even kind of tricky. But I love these, and I like how they're not solid, how it's like the outline of the star. So it's gonna be a lot of fun using them, and some of them, like this heart is really small, and a lot of times with molds they don't always have the little post in them to make the hole to hang. They're just like solid for like a pendant or something, whereas these all have little holes. So I'm really excited to use them. Colleen's requested some earrings for Courtney with these. So I have a little Amazon haul. This isn't like doll stuff, but this is like stuff for my dolls. So I have my Hopscotch Hill Gwen here, who obviously needs to be restrung. It's about time. She was loose when I got her in 2017. And also Colleen's Magic Attic Allison she got for her birthday is super loose. So I couldn't find like cord at Walmart that was the right size because they both have like kind of narrow limbs that require more narrow cord. So I spent a lot of time looking around online and I found this stuff. It's supposed to be like marine grade, which means it's stronger. It's like a bungee cord, but it's has like more protection against UV rays and all that, so this should be hopefully stronger. And then I got these. I thought they were going to be bigger. I measured. I don't know if they sent me the wrong size or I'm just really bad at measuring. I was thinking in case the cups broke inside of Gwen that I could use these like little silicone washers in there to act as like new cups, but they are too small. I'm sure I can use them for other things. I could even use them for like jewelry, so no biggie. And then I heard it's really hard to get the cups out of these dolls, so I have needle nose pliers. But these have an even smaller point than my jewelry making ones and my like regular ones that were from my dad. So they're still going to be really tight getting in her arms with these, but hopefully it'll be easier to grab the cup. And I got the ones that like they have the flat tips instead of the rounded ones so they can grab better. And then I needed something else for free shipping because you know Amazon, they raised the price. And I remembered I was low on my UV resin. I bought my last UV resin from Amazon like 4 years ago. And I literally still have some left and I've had it for 4 years. And it hasn't expired because I used it quite recently. Now that kind, they didn't have anymore. So I got this and it actually comes with some silicone, like a silicone mixing cup, these two molds which you could use for like earrings for American Girl or necklaces. And it comes with a little measuring spoon that's all silicone, which is great. So that's exciting. That's why it was like $10 for this and I needed like $8 to get free shipping. So it's all something I need because there weren't any Bratz dolls on good enough sales. And hopefully Gwen and Allison can benefit from these things. I mean, not the resin, but you know. Today is February 21st. We are going to wrap up this collective haul video because we have quite a few things to share with you. The first thing I'm going to show you I got from Amazon Vine. It came in the mail. Colleen actually ordered this when I was sick. So we got it for free because we do reviews on Amazon Vine. It's one of those reborn outfits for my 60s baby doll named Coraline. We're growing her little wardrobe. So there's this cute little teal sweater.
And I saw the colors and I just thought it would look really nice on Coraline.
And then these cute little bloomers that have yellow flowers on them, or like yellow, kind of like buds. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, they're pretty.
Some cute goldenrod colored socks. This cute stretchy headband. These always look great on Coraline because of her rooted hair. And then two little rattles, which are going to be great for like photos with cabbies or Coraline's in a picture. I have a video on when I restored Coraline from creepy to cute if you want to know like what I'm talking about. So we have 2 different days worth of doll shopping. To provide some context to this, honestly, this year has sucked. Not even going to try to sugarcoat it. Now, I don't like to say that all years are defined by bad things because every year has good things and every year has bad things. Like, the year my dad, like, died, like, that 2011 and the beginning of 2012, that was, like, when he was really sick and he passed away. But that was also when I got back into collecting. And there were some really good memories as well as some of the worst memories in my life. So, it's like you can't really define something like that. But it's just been stressful. We both got sick twice.
It hasn't been fun.
She brought home the flu, the mild version, luckily, but it still took like 2 weeks to feel better.
It just wouldn't go away.
And as soon, like literally, like the day I like felt 100% like myself again, she got sick with the stomach bug, the norovirus.
It was awful.
And I think she caught it because her immune system was still recovering.
Because I was still recovering from the other thing.
She never gets stomach stuff. She hadn't thrown up in like
literally 13 years.
And then after she got it, I got it, and then we were actually on our way to our tax appointment when she got sick.
Not fun.
So that's actually part of that context plays into...
As my Katie doll says, the mermaid never happened.
Part of that context plays into when we got these dolls, because we had to like drop our taxes off instead of sitting in the appointment, which I know a lot of people do, but we live in the middle of nowhere. So it's like a half an hour drive to the tax guy and then a half an hour drive back. So if you have to drop off the papers and then pick them up, it's like a lot of driving. So, but I'm so glad they were able to do it, because like our tax people are like super booked this year.
And they're so good.
So on Wednesday, we went to the thrift store that is on like the way to my therapy appointment. And we stopped in because I had only been one time after Christmas. So you saw what we got like earlier in this video from there. I went one time after Christmas and I literally found nothing. And we stopped there because she was with me because she's on school break. We found some cool stuff. I will say that when I walked into the toy section, I was appalled by some of the prices. There was a Barbie horse, like a newer Barbie horse that had some battery operated feature that was played with, that was used, that had no like bridle or saddle or anything on it. It was $14. So,
the prices really like are hit or miss.
Clearly
there.
different people price them, and the person who priced that was clearly smoking something, because it was like ridiculous. Colleen found this.
I found this great little bag of doll clothes. It has a really interesting mixture. It has like, so what caught my eye is this orange Barbie Best Buy dress. And I knew right away, oh, it's Barbie Best Buy, but there's newer, like some of these pieces you can see, these are like newer Ken fashions. So there's a mixture in here and it's really eclectic. It's all either vintage or like totally modern.
I'll show a close-up of all of them.
And they're like really interesting clothes. There's some really cool pieces in here, both old and new.
And that was $5.
Yes.
So, as they say, instead of always be closing, it's always be hoarding Barbie clothes.
Yes, always be hoarding Barbie clothes.
And those newer Kens are like so hard to dress.
And they're awesome.
Like, we have mostly clothes from like the vintage era, I guess now the 2000s are vintage. From like 2000s and earlier, and those Kens were built a lot buffer.
I'm starting to feel antique.
They were built a lot buffer than the Kens of today, who are like a lot slimmer. And so when we get them used, or we want to use newer Kens in videos and photos where they require wardrobe changes, they don't have many options, because we don't have a lot of those Kens, and then we don't have a lot of fashion packs or like extra clothes, so it's always nice to add things. These are the clothes that were in that bag. Pretty nice amount for $5. I mean, I've definitely gotten bags with more clothes for $5, but we don't know what this dress is yet, and I don't know what that poncho is. I'm thinking it's some off-brand thing, but these two pieces are from different Ken fashion packs in the same assortment. This is the Ken fashion pack. This is the Ken fashion pack. This is Barista Ken. We have him. We named him Julian. And then this original outfit came on a Fashionistas Ken that we named after our eye doctor, because he's really handsome. And then these two old Ken pieces that we've identified. Same with this Barbie thing, this Best Buy dress. This I already had 2 robes like. I don't have any of the other clothing pieces, but now I have 3 robes. But it's actually...
And they're all slightly different fabric variations.
A different fabric variation. Walk Lively Steffi's.
And that's funny because she had just found it online just as I was in the exact page of the book, and I said, Shelly, I found it. She says, is it Walk Lively Steffi? And I said, yes, we literally found it at the same time.
And then this newer fashion pack from Barbie that I already have, this dress. And then I saw this on the top of a shelf. This is the PFE Albie Barbie by Avon.
And she's the first in her series.
Yes, she's beautiful. I'm a sucker for these like collector dolls that are dressed in like historical outfits. I mean, you know, I love American Girl. So obviously I would love this. Now, when I found her on the top shelf, I knew just from seeing the stripes on the box that she was a Barbie, but her tray was spun around the other side, so you could just see the back of the cardboard where all the twist ties were. So I didn't know what she looked like. I had to pull her out and look at her. She was $20, which I know is like probably a decent deal if you're buying these online, but I'm really cheap, and usually when I get dolls like this at the flea market, it's for $10 or less. I mean, people have them for more than that, but like I usually only fold for less than $10, but you know, it was just like she was so pretty and I felt so bad for her and I felt like nobody would buy her.
And it sounded to me like she wasn't going to buy her, but then I looked around and Shelly had her stacked on top of something else.
Yeah,
And she's like, oh, she put herself there.
I figure her outfit will be fun to use in like photos and videos and she'll be good for
Oh, Miss Reba could wear that.
Yeah.
Miss Reba could totally wear that. This really caught my eye. This was $4. It's a Welly Wisher's salon chair, and it's like mermaid themed. And what I love about it is because it's size for the wellies, it's really not that oversized for like Barbie. So I could use this in an aerial photo or a Laguna Blue photo or with the Welly Wishers. I just thought this is fun and neat, and it has a lot of play value, and it's actually like really good quality. So I thought $4 was fair for this.
And it's super new.
It is. It's mold dated 2023, which means it's been out like less than two years, and it turned up at a thrift store. And these aren't cheap, brand new.
It was $60 for that set, brand new. I mean, it has accessories, but it didn't come with any bigger pieces.
Right, and it was $60.
Some like accessories.
I love it, and I love the purple and pink. It's very Little Mermaid meets Welly Wishers. It's happiness.
Now,
that's what it is.
Coolest thing, I was lamenting about the price of that Barbie, and I looked down and I see on one of the lower shelves this doll bed. I will show you a close-up because this is big and heavy, and I don't think it'd be easy to show you holding it. And I recognized it as a historical bed. I didn't even have to like look to see the American Girl tags on the bedding to know. At first I thought, is it Caroline's? But then Colleen suggested Cecile and Marie, and I looked on my phone just to like double check before I bought it in case I was wrong. It is Cecile and Marie Grace's bed. It's missing the mosquito netting, which is fine because Quasimodo and Oliver, our cats, would have a field day tearing that apart. And it's missing the comforter, which is alright because it has like the mattress cushion and the pillow. This was only $15. Like, the prices do not make sense. That Barbie horse.
The Barbie horse was the same price.
And this is amazing quality. And I can't put it in my room because it's not the kind of bed that, like, you can put another layer on. But I'm going to use it in Babyland. And then we'll, of course, use it for, like, photos and videos and stuff with our American Girls. It's so well made.
It's beautiful.
So, this is the bed. It is gorgeous. Like, it's wicked solid. This is wood.
And it's heavy.
It's really heavy. It was awkward to carry.
And I had to hold it up for a while she was trying to fix something.
And of course that was the day that my Jeep trunk seat decided to stop rolling forward because something's broken in it. So I could only fold the seat back down, not roll the whole thing to have room in my trunk. The only like thing I really noticed about it is some kid colored on the sides. At least on that side. But other than that, it's in like really beautiful condition. And even if I can't get that out, that's fine. This is just beautiful, and I love Cecile and Marie, and they're so obscure because they were only out like 4 years.
Like 3 years.
3 years. Yeah, they retired in 2014.
And they came out in 2011.
Yeah, so 3 years.
It's a small window.
And, you know, they weren't really that popular, and their stuff is pretty expensive on eBay. I don't feel like their bed is as bad, considering.
Yeah, and originally, we did some research. Originally, they marketed this for Cecile and the vanity for Marie. So one had a bed and one had a vanity. But then they made this part of Marie's collection instead, like the next year.
Yeah.
So it's weird. It's technically, it was sold at one point or another for both of them.
So that's what we got at the thrift store. And then Thursday, we didn't like do any shopping. So today, on Friday, we had to pick up our tax.
We did a lot of shopping today.
And we've always, like, since we started seeing this tax guy, like, 10 years ago now, like, we used to even do Toys R Us pit stops because it was on the way, but that closed. But, if we had gone on our original appointment, it was at 7 o'clock at night, and it was on a work night for Colleen. I mean, I work all 7 days of the week, but Colleen works, you know, Monday through Friday. So it's, for her, the work nights are really late. So we wouldn't have had time to stop in at Target. So I guess it kind of made up for the whole vomiting thing because we got to really take our time. We went to Target and we went to Barnes & Noble. And I admit we were bad because this is like retail therapy.
I know, we've had a bad week.
And I don't even want to tell you that I placed an American Girl order today because we had $20 in rewards that are expiring next week. And there was a flash sale. And I'm not going to tell you what I got, but it is a doll.
It's a doll.
And it's not Belle because she wasn't part of the sale. Colleen wants Belle.
I do want Belle.
That's the only reason we're not filming a collection update is because of Belle right now.
It just wouldn't make sense to film without Belle because I need Belle in my
She's
life.
definitely getting Belle. So.
Beauty and the Beast was my first Disney movie, and I
But
watched it so many times I broke it.
Colleen endorsed me getting this doll. So.
I'm 100% in favor. I'm actually one who told her about the sale.
So no, we did not spend our whole tax returns. Oh, right.
No.
I'm sure the first thing. This wasn't on sale. Everything
So
else
Shelly
was.
actually almost got me him for my birthday. But she saw the World Down Syndrome Barbie instead, who's even cooler. So she got me her instead, but he's still very, very awesome, and you know, these dolls aren't that expensive.
Fashionista's $235.
And oh my god, he has green sandals, which I didn't notice at
I
this
liked
moment.
his cornrows and his like weird outfit.
I know,
It's
he's
very
really
70s.
unique.
It reminds me of something Malibu Ken would wear.
Yes.
It's like a romper for
I just think he'd look really cute in like a scene with like our Barbie volleyball net. He'd be fairly fun.
Got 2 OMG dolls. These were on sale for $12.49 each, so like $12.50. And the sale tags were weird though. They weren't in a different color. They just said like now. This price was that price, and it looked like a regular price tag. So
And we almost left thinking nothing was on sale.
yeah.
Which
but
would have saved us money, but we're happy with
this is
but-
Perla and Ace. They're from the same wave. I haven't really kept up with the releases lately because I was so caught up in my Flickr update project that I haven't been updating my personal guides for OMG, Monster High, or Bratz. But I saw them and I thought they were super cute, and I really only get OMG dolls on sale. And since Bratz have been back in stores, I really haven't been buying a lot of LOL stuff because I've been like pooling most of my money for Bratz. So today was kind of an anomaly, but I absolutely love them. They did have Bratz dolls, they just weren't on sale, and you know, Mama's gonna get them on sale. I really like her especially. She's my vibe.
So cute.
But this doll is so pretty and dainty.
She's very charming. Whimsical.
And then my favorite, she might be my favorite doll today, which
Me too.
is kind of unusual. She's the same price as Ken because she was on sale.
She was like $11.
This is Rainbow High Amaya. She's the slime kit version. This whole line was on sale. But I'm not a huge Rainbow High collector. I think they're beautifully made. I think they're super cool looking. I love them a lot. But I'm just not really an in-store collector generally. If I buy things, it's usually like what I find at the flea market. That's fun for me to kind of let fate shape my collection. But I love this doll. She has
so
the
cute.
coolest sparkly rainbow hair and rainbow outfit and sparkly skin. She reminds me of, I forget what they're called, like the rainbow poopsie dolls that came out like, right around the time OMG came out. I remember talking about them in a video a long time ago. Yeah, and she looks like a regular doll size of that doll who was like really tall. That's why I never got her even when she went on sale, because that other doll was like,
really big.
I think 24 inches. So yeah, the slime thing is disgusting, and I'm not gonna even like attempt to do it because that's just like foul and it should be illegal to me. Like when you put like creams and doughs and stuff on your dolls, even as a kid,
Nasty.
like that horrified me. So she's a really cool find. So then Colleen had a Barnes & Noble gift card
Yes, I did.
for her birthday that our friend Lisa got her.
And I wanted to get Rick Riordan's Camp Trooper Classified because it turns out my collection was somehow missing it all these years. And I noticed that when I was like going through my books at one point, and they actually had it, and it was only $11. So I got that, but then we meandered into the toy aisle, and we got someone really cool on clearance.
So this is the 65th anniversary Barbie, the African American version. So she had like the security device on her and everything, so I knew she was expensive. Now she did not have the price on her anywhere, but there was this 50% off sticker. And Colleen asked the guy at the desk how much she was, and she regularly retails for $60 at Barnes & Noble, so she was $30, which is a lot of money. Like, I very rarely pay $30 for a Barbie. So I kind of like put her down, and I was like, I'll think about it, like, because she still had $10 left on her gift card, like if we were going by that math.
Yeah, even if we were, I had like still like $14 on it, even after the book.
So, you know, and I know it's her gift card, but like she wanted to buy the dolls there too.
No, yeah.
So this is it. Like I didn't like just steal her. She usually buy used books on eBay and cheap.
Yeah, and it's just so much cheaper and more practical to do it that way.
Yeah, like buying used is usually cheaper. you stretches your dollar more. So we put her down to think about it, and we went into the toy section, and they had, I haven't seen her in person, I knew about this doll when they came out with this doll, and I saw her stock images. I was so freaking excited. Christy Yamaguchi Barbie. She is my favorite figure skater. Fun fact about us, I have talked about it on the channel before, but it's like one of those random childhood tidbits that kind of gets buried under all the other things. We loved figure skating. We watched it with our parents growing up. Our mom, like, loved Kurt Browning, had a huge crush on him. Colin and I liked to pretend we were ice skating around the living room.
My favorite skater was José Chouinard, and I named my first skating Barbie after her.
And then we had a skating Barbie game where we used our Olympic USA skater, who was named Tara Lipinski, and we used José Chouinard, who was a skating dream Barbie from '96.
Yep.
And
we still have them both.
And then we had an imaginary pervy skating instructor who we always imagined as being Olympic USA skater Ken, so that's why we love the doll that we have him now.
It was like he's a childhood friend, but not.
Yeah, it was just like a really big part of our like early childhood. And Christy Yamaguchi was my favorite skater because A, I thought she was beautiful, and as a kid, you know, that's like obviously the first thing you notice about someone. But she played Jasmine in like an ice skating
like a Disney on
performance.
Ice. Yeah.
And my parents taped it for me because that was my favorite Disney movie growing up. And Princess Jasmine, and it was funny because I used to play with Sunjul Kira as Jasmine before I had a Jasmine doll, and she's like Asian, just like Christy Yamaguchi is. So that was really funny. I always found that funny as a kid. So she wasn't on sale. Barnes & Noble prices her at $35, and I wanted to like get her on some kind of sale at some point, but because they don't usually like stock Barbies and I kind of just buy like whatever's on sale, I was afraid I'd kind of forget about her in like the recesses of my mind, and then I wouldn't be able to get her and she'd cost more.
Yeah.
So we decided that we would put the gift card.
We did a little dad math.
Yeah. We decided to put the gift card towards her, so she was 10. And then we decided that we would just get her for the 30.
And then we paid for the book full price itself because it was like $11.
Yeah, so I know, it was bad.
It wasn't this one or that one. We did the dad math. It makes more sense to buy both.
Well, we thought long and hard, and see, the thing was, this doll she's like really unique and really awesome, and you probably won't have the chance to get one for 30 because I never saw these before. They weren't. We live in the middle of nowhere, so whatever's at Walmart is kind of all I really see in person unless I venture out to Target once in a while. I thought she was super cool, and she's got like freckles. I've never seen an AA doll with freckles before. So.
And her hair is awesome.
My favorite hair types on dolls are like when they have like the afro textures, like what American Girl Addie has. Like that's my favorite way.
Oh, and also part of why I wanted to buy this doll, it's gonna sound silly because I know dolls don't have feelings, but they still had the blonde for full price in the toy section, like the regular toy section, where we got Christy.
Why did poor AA Barbie?
I was so upset. I was sad on her back.
I mean, like, what does that say? That she's not as important as the blonde?
I know, and I'm like,
she's way more interesting than the blonde. The blonde is forgettable.
Because we would have walked for the blonde for that price. We would have walked away.
I would have been like, oh, no, never. So I think she's like a really awesome find.
She's
and
very
I'm really
special.
excited to get her out of the box. And Christy Yamaguchi is just like a tribute to our childhood game.
I just couldn't.
Yeah,
and when I tried to figure skate myself, when I right before I turned 13, and I fell and got a black eye.
And all the kids at school said, "Did Ken punch you?" Because they all knew you played Barbies.
Yep. Yeah, that was fun. And I had a black eye at my 13th birthday party.
So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all this collective haul. We're gonna wrap it up now because I'm not gonna say we're not gonna buy anything else until the spring, but yeah, all like the Christmas sales are over now, and we don't really have any reason to go out like to Target anytime soon.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna be on vacation again until April.
Yeah, so and that will be like in the springtime and all that jazz. So I hope you guys enjoyed. There will be pictures of all of these things on my Flickr for your viewing pleasure. If you want to look at them, you don't need a Flickr to look at my pictures. And until next time, love your dolls, love yourself, and love your life.